So moving on to day 3, and the opening race on day 3, formerly known as the JLT, is the Marsh Novices Chase. And the current 4-1 favourite with BetVictor is Allaho, 9-2 Itchy Feet, Fakir Dare 5-1, Faheen 6-1, Mr. Fisher 7-1, 8-1 Easy Game, 8-1 Samcro, 10-1 Brewing Up a Storm, 10-1 Reserve Tank, and 12-1 Melon. Diarmuid Nolan, this is a really strong race this year, possibly better than the Arkle. What do you like?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love, to be honest, if Allaho went here. I just think Allaho from the front here would just absolutely drive the rest of them into the floor. I really do. But he more than likely won't. Melon, to me, all season has looked like he's kind of wanted to come up and trip. As well as that, it has to be remembered with Melon that whilst his form has been obviously not great this season, he beat Gallinjonjo at Christmas, and Gallinjonjo obviously went on and has ran very well since. And Leopardstown, like Melon's left a lot of races behind him at Leopardstown. You know, like that's not really his track. He tends to run his very best races at Cheltenham, and 12-1 there, now I'm running no bet on Melon on what he did in Champion Hurdles. That day when he jumped behind Fakir Duderie, Fakir Duderie jumped like a really quick 2-miler, and he jumped like he needed further. But he still put up a really good showing. Fakir Duderie has only backed that up since. So 12-1 there on a horse as talented as Melon, who over hurdles would have a lot of these in trouble, obviously bar Faheen. I think is a huge price, and I think Melon is a cracking bet here.
Okay, so Melon is a cracking bet for Diarmuid Nolan. Mikey, Samcro is a curse word in some quarters. People are starting to really hate this horse. Should we be giving him one more chance here?
Yeah. Wouldn't back him, but I like him. I thought he ran very well in Limerick. I just think he ran into Faheen, a better Faheen nearly than was in Leopardstown. And he's won at Ballymore, and Gordon Elliott obviously can do great things. So I wouldn't write him off completely. Probably not the horse we hoped he would be.
Yeah.
But I like him. But I don't like him as much.
Are you the forgiving type?
Oh yeah. Anyone that doesn't forgive, it's a long road.
Would you?
Yeah.
Even in the love life, would you be forgiven?
Oh yeah. It'd probably be my fault anyway.
Would it?
Yeah.
You give them too many chances.
Hold on. It wouldn't be once or twice. No, so yeah. But yeah, I would. But I like Faheen the most. So of all my horses in racing, he's my favourite horse, and I enjoy being around him, and I enjoy working beside him and seeing him. And David was lucky enough to win a Grade 1 on him. Sure, he's just a cool horse, and I hope he runs in Cheltenham for the public. And if he won, it'd make racing just great for that week. Like it'd be brilliant.
Do you think he'll run?
I heard yesterday in the preview that he might be run. Like that people think he won't run. I think he will. Like, what do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, there's no reason why he's not running. Like he's
right now.
Pete, does he run or not?
You know, yes, Rich.
You're the lad that leads him in every day wins. You have to give us some bit of insight. Yeah.
You don't know? Don't know. No. You're not convinced he'll run, Dave? I wasn't either, to be honest.
I don't know. I don't see why not, but everybody says he won't. I don't know.
Yeah, well, like, what would be the reason behind not running him at Cheltenham?
I suppose if you have Faheen, no, it's that if you win, you're being greedy, like going to Cheltenham with a horse to run.
That's what I mean. Like,
Probably,
it's a
yeah.
Grade 1
Powers
horse.
Gold Cup, yeah.
Powers Gold Cup over 2.5 mile. Right. That maybe might be the reason.
Which this is a Grade 1 over 2.5 miles as well.
Yeah, and it's in Cheltenham.
No, it's
But
hard to say
Cheltenham. You know, he loves Cheltenham.
I'd be shocked if they don't go.
Right.
Rich want to go, sure, and he's the horse everybody wants to see. And I never heard a roar. I was about 10 lengths behind him, obviously, in Leopardstown, but I nearly fell off the horse with the roar. I thought like something had happened. So obviously I knew in a roar it was a good thing, and I was delighted. And look, I hope he wins if he runs in it. Yeah, I wouldn't back against him either. He's rocking.
Yeah, he's working well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Codd rides him. He's every day, and he'll be fit. You know.
Lovely. Hopefully Faheen will run. Don.
But one in that I like. Sorry, if the ground is dry, a horse called Reserve Tank. My brother and I sold him at home for he was going to run the point the week before, and I rode him. Actually, Brian Cooper rode him around Thurles over 2 miles, and I actually went about 6 lengths clear, but I wouldn't mind that. And I rode him then around Barris Point track, and I dipped him. and there was a few other decent horses from Dennis Murphy's in there. He's a brilliant jumper, and I asked Puppy about him. He said if the ground is dry, he gives him a big shout at about 12 or 16 to 1, and I think his hurdle form from last year is very good.
Yeah, multiple Grade 1 winner, one at Aintree and Punchestown.
Yeah.
That reserve tank currently 10 to 1 with BetVictor.
But the ground has to be nice, he said.
Yeah, excellent. Don, what do you like here?
Look, you'd love to see Faheen running here, and I suppose this is the race for him more than the RSA Chase. Like, he's 12 years old, but if you go and chasing with him as an 11 going 12-year-old, you want him to get to Cheltenham, and it'd be great if he goes and runs and wins.
He couldn't win it though, could he?
He could win it, and it's form. Like, forget the fact that he's 12. Like, his run against Samcro and Limerick was fantastic. Well, even winning his beginner's chase after making that mistake down the far side and another one at the third last. Like, if you didn't know he was 12, you'd think he goes there with a hell of a chance.
Captain C
Yeah,
placed
yeah.
that there,
And anything that went with him in Leopardstown up in the handy, they all felt like Battle Over the Don was drunk, fell at the last. It was Puppy that gave it a great ride, dropped in and rode to be placed, and still got to him, and your man broke his heart and bet him. I think his form is rock solid. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You'd have to give him a chance if he goes, and it'll be brilliant. It'd trump all the Bryony Frost last year, wouldn't it?
Thank God.
If Faheen went and wouldn't it though? For atmosphere,
So, pretty positive vibes for Faheen here. David, obviously we don't know if he's definitely going to run, but he might. Of the rest of them, obviously Itchy Feet won the Scilly Isles at Sandown. Allaho was very good last time. Fakir the Darays might go for the Arkle. Mr. Fisher won at Doncaster. Easy Game was second to Faheen. Is there anything you like among that list?
Well, Faheen is the best horse I've ever ridden and could be the best horse I've ever seen. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think 2.5 round Cheltenham suits him. I think it'll be a bit too quick for him. And Ollie Murphy, I'd say he's odds on he's going to have a Cheltenham winner this year.
Yeah.
One of the best up and coming trainers we've ever seen. He's going to be just getting bigger. He had a second and a fourth, I think, from 2 runners last year. Second and a third, maybe something.
Second, third, and Supreme. Yeah.
Supreme, yeah. Thomas Darby and Itchy Feet.
Yeah, and I think did he have something in the county as well that could have been second? I'm not sure, but I think he's going to have a Cheltenham winner, and I think this is his one.
Yeah, I agree. I think this race will be won by Itchy Feet. Diarmuid?
Yeah, Mellon, I've already said it.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I was listening. Dean?
Gemma made a really good case for Mellon. I think on Cheltenham form, the 12 to 1 there is a bet. Everything he does, they just lights up.
He's a kind of an annoying horse, and that he can do it.
So. Yeah.
We know he can do it. But jeez, he doesn't do it very often, does he?
Yeah, if he
He's
fight
at Cheltenham though, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he's got a good record at Cheltenham.
What is he, second in 2 champions and a Supreme?
Yeah. You think that's 12 to 1 is value?
Decent price, yeah. I'd love Faheen to win.
Any nice offers for us here, Sam?
No, but what I would say is Faheen at 6 to 1, non-runner, no bet. Surely, come the day, he'd go off a couple of points shorter than that, given the groundswell of support that will be there. The race will cut off a little bit. I will just mention as well, Samcro, big fan of the horse, but we saw some money today for that. Actually clipped him into 7s, and he'd been a bit bigger. Someone seems to think that he's back to his old self.
Worked well last week.
Yeah.
Worked well
Preview
last
night
week.
chat, isn't it?
Huh?
Preview night.
Yeah. Look, everybody has their own opinion on Samcro. The only thing I will say, he did scope dirty after Limerick, and I know he scopes dirty an awful lot, but it'll be interesting to see how many people do give him another chance in the Marsh Novices Chase. For me, it is Itchy Feet's race.